Let's continue. We stopped on number 10. Who or what is marching in step? Platoon of soldiers. A platoon means a group of soldiers from 10 or 12. So the group of soldiers. Who was marching? The platoon, the group of soldiers. And who crossed? Platoon of soldiers. But this is verb, okay? It's done by noun. All right. What that is? The present participle is modified by noun because it's a verb already and verb done by noun. That's it. Again, who was walking in the attic? Tell me.
Who was walking?
Yeah. So read and tell me who what walking in the attic. It is a noun
Someone.
or someone because it comes after noun or pronoun. You know. Again, we saw the banning shutter. So what or who was banning the shutter? This is adjective to the noun shutter. If the shutter does not ban, so the answer is wrong. But here it's a ban already. Feel it? That is
Yes.
correct. Now let's go to the next. It is a lot of examples about the participle. Now, what is participle phrase? Very easy. A phrase starts with a participle. Look, saying present participle. And the cat, both of them, the phrase. Ah, so it's a phrase. So we have a beginning and end of a phrase. Yes, the beginning, as we do in the preposition phrase, the beginning is participle. The end, the comma. The end, the verb can stop it. The end, it's a phrase normally, like preposition phrase I did. So what if we have present participle and prepositional phrase? All of it, all present participle phrase. So now I understand how the writers write. Let's see, look, the cat hissed at the dog. The dog was barking in the yard. That's it. It was a dog which was barking, isn't it? So who or what was barking? The cat or the dog? Check the phrase after dog. So it's the dog who did the action. Again, barking at the cat. Who? The dog. Because the phrase after the word dog. So it's normally, again, seeing the cat. Who? After the comma, the dog. So when the dog saw the cat, the dog barked loudly, not the opposite. So be careful. If the phrase at the beginning, comma, start your sentence. Correct? If the phrase in the middle like that, so it describes the subject before. And it can be at the end, not up. So as you see here, it's switching its tail. Who did the subject of the sentence after the comma? The subject is lion, not mountain. So the lion is switching its tail. And it's for the lion because it's a singular. And the lion already has tail. That's it. But we need comma. يبقى that is present participle and all of it present participle phrase. The present participle phrase, John, it can be shorter or longer. It depends. Here it's a verb and adverb. The adverb before the verb and all the phrase to describe me. Because who is signing? It's me. Feel it?
Yes.
Perfect, Joe. Now, Joe, tell me who or what did this action?
Which question? The last one?
Yes, he said grabbing. Who did this action?
quickly grabbing the keys.
What is it? This is verb.
Yes, then who grabbed the
Ah,
keys?
this verb is done by the subject of this sentence. So what is the subject? I. يبقى who was grabbing I? Why? Because it's the subject of the sentence after the comma. Like that. Living. Who's living? Adam? Borrow? Needs? How? This is verb. Must be done by noun or pronoun. So it must be Adam. Or money. Well, that is noun and that is noun. Now check the meaning. Who can live within his budget? It's Adam. And he said his, so it refers to Adam. يبقى who was living? Adam. And Adam is the subject of the sentence. That means if you start with verb like that, you must find the subject of the sentence and check the meaning. Did the subject did this action or not? Check by meaning. And now let's see a mistake in the exam. Why this example is wrong and why this is correct? Let's read. He saw a moose riding his motorcycle through the woods. We have phrase, present participle, prepositional phrase. Okay. So, who was riding a motorcycle? The moose? How? So, who was riding? It must be he. How the moose was riding? Did you know what means moose?
No,
Yeah, moose, it's a type of deer animal. Deer. طب let me help you. He was riding motorcycle through the woods. What can you see in the woods? Plants, leaves, animals. And he saw a moose. يبقى moose could be not human. So
moose
something
is
not.
not human.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, moose is not a human. So,
Human perfect. Human can ride. He said his. فهو non-human can use his. يبقى that means this phrase in wrong place in the sentence. So it is wrong. Like that. Look, the sentence in the middle. Does it describe moose? This is verb. Is it done by this noun? No. But look for this at the beginning. Phrase, subject, like that. This is verb done by the subject. Let me check. Riding his who, he. He for his and he can. And he human and the human can ride the motorbike, motorcycle. That's why. But when he was riding, he saw. That's why. Do you understand it?
yes.
That's brilliant job. Now let's go for next. Here is the same. Be intelligent. If you found the verb, it must be done by the word before. Who was standing tall? Them. And what are they? Awards, skyscrapers. So it refers to skyscrapers. So what or who was standing tall? Skyscrapers. As you see here, look, very tall. That is it. Now we need to test here. What was known as the site of original 10-story skyscraper? Oh,
Learn.
yeah, who or what is known as a site? The word before, the word before. So this is Chicago. So Chicago is known. So look, Chicago subject, comma, information, comma, verb, comma, full stop, correct. You catch it?
Yes.
That is the point. Now we need to check you what is constructed.
Constructed.
Constructed. What is constructed? Look for the noun before. This is a noun. This is a verb. So this verb is done. Remember, is done by the noun before. So remember, the skyscraper was constructed, not a skyscraper constructed. Because how a skyscraper constructed itself. So be careful. You feel it?
Yes.
Again, what or who was first developed? Read and tell me.
The skyscraper.
A skyscraper? No. What was first developed? It's something before. Is it the building or the method? The answer is method, but check the meaning. This method of building. So what was developed? The method of building, not the building. So be careful. Feel it?
Yes.
Yeah, we started like that, John, because I want to understand the meaning. For example, what is used? The method. But how? It's the same like that. This is verb done by this subject, and the same subject did this action. Understood?
Yes.
So that is the point. So that's why. Again, what is covered? The noun before. Look. That means, Joe, we put the phrase after what it modifies. Here it's in the middle. If after what modifies? After what modifies? Look, after what modifies? And look. So when I see verb plus ed or verb plus ing, you can expect a phrase. So look before it to understand the meaning. Again, who was using? Architects. Who were glad? The materials. No, the subject. Like that. Subject did this action. And this action done by the subject. So the same meaning. That's we call it in grammar structure. How the sentence is built. That's what I do. And here we have a lot of examples. You can revise it at home. Standing, punching. Okay, my dear friend. So
Okay.
always revise at home. Perfect job. And here exercises. The next phrase. So we have studied two phrases. Prepositional phrases and the present participle phrase, past participle phrase. This phrase, it's called the gerund phrase. But we need to understand what means the gerund first. Let's read. A gerund, it's a verb plus ing. Verb plus ing again. Yes. As I told you, verb plus ing can be adjective, can be noun, and it can be verb. Yes. But here it's a noun because it's a subject. Here it's noun because it's after possessive pronoun. Here it's noun because it's after verb. Here it's noun after verb. Here it's noun because after preposition. But when it could be adjective, if it modifies noun, followed by noun. That's it. So what is a gerund? Noun. So it works like noun. Verb plus ing noun, yes. That's why. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Here again, noun, look. It's not verb. He said the singing is a beautiful singing of the famous soprano. That's why. My dear. Here we have noun, look, and after noun preposition phrase. No problem, it modifies talking. Talking about what? About the vacation. But this preposition phrase, it's put correctly after what it modifies. That is a point. Okay, this is a gerund in English. But how about the gerund phrase here? So easy. Look, we call it in English a gerund phrase. But we can have some examples. We agreed that is verb. Yes or no? Yeah, reading is verb. Or reading is noun. I don't know. Let's read. Reading widely is. Reading subject. Okay, reading subject of the sentence. And the subject must be pronoun or noun only. So reading here it's not verb because the verb is يبقى that is subject. The subject must be noun. So reading noun. That's it. Yes or no, my dear friend?
Yeah.
So simply, when you find the gerund like that, so you can have it. Let's find a simple problem. Lazily adverb. And the adverb can modify verb. No problem. So floating is the action. And action used as noun, no problem. But how does he or she float? Lazily. So no problem. So the gerund can be modified by adverbs or adverb phrases, no problem. Because it's already verb plus ing. It could follow by adverb and the preposition like that. No problem. Galloping, how, briskly, where, on, when. So it's so easy. Right? Let's study together this sentence. Circling the rolling way. Who? Comma, the subject. So the pilot. So this is verb. The pilot was preparing verb. Practicing noun because it comes after preposition. يبقى that is verb because it's the verb of the sentence. That is another present participle as verb. No problem. So everything in correct place. Catch it?
Yes.
Now your turn. Who or what attracted my attention?
Her laugh.
Who laughing me now? And the noun subject. By preposition. So we call it object of preposition. Correct? After verb,
Correct.
we call it direct. So after verb, call it direct object. Here it's the subject because what helped me writing. So writing subject. So we need to check what is the function of the word in the sentence. Here after preposition, so we call it object of preposition. Is that correct in English? Yes. Here preposition followed by verb must be ing. Look, preposition, preposition. Yeah, so easy. Look here, it's a verb. This is verb? Yes. Or it's a noun. What Joseph liked best was hiking. So hiking it's object. That's it. Now let's
Yes.
go to jump. So we have another phrase called the gerund phrase. So it's from the name, a gerund, it starts with a gerund. And what is the phrase of before and after? No problem. So all of it, we call it a gerund. Why? Because it has a gerund. Well, that is the trap. Look, why we call it a gerund phrase? Because it starts with a gerund phrase. يبقى that is the gerund and that is the phrase. So we call it a gerund phrase. Look, verb plus ing as a noun to the subject game noun. Huh? A gerund phrase, gerund and then phrase. So easy. So when I found the verb plus ing, it could be gerund phrase or present participle phrase. Did you catch it?
Yes, I got
Now let's check together. Is playing here correct? Can I say my playing? Oh, yes. Why? Because verb plus ing can be noun. No problem. Can be noun. That is the point, my dear friends. Clear?
That's clear.
Now he said ed and apostrophe s. Ed constant في watching. So watching is the noun of ed. So we tell the watching of ed. So ed's watching interferes. So watching subject interferes verb. So watching interferes with our study. That means watching interrupt you when you study. Disturb you, make noise. That's why. So you must hit ed to go out because you are studying. That is a job. All right, Joe. Now verb plus ing after preposition. Correct. That is. That's we call it in English a gerund phrase. Now we need to test you why this is a gerund because it comes after preposition. Why it is a gerund phrase because it's work subject. Why it's a gerund because it's subject for the verb. Why it's a gerund because it comes after preposition and we call it object of preposition. That's it. Is your order? Very easy. So at home, always read the question carefully, check the answers, and check the meaning. And here, exercises for you at home. Look more. Remember, don't skip it at home. Always read. At any moment, I can ask you a question because I love you. Yeah, let's go. That is a new phrase. So we have studied three: preposition phrase, present participle phrase, past participle phrase, gerund phrase. Infinitive number 5. So infinitive. So easy. Infinitive 2 plus verb. So easy. So what is infinitive language? Infinitive verb 2 plus verb like that. So easy. Good job. Where can I find infinitive? In any place in the sentence. Ah, that is great sense. Here again, infinitive. Okay. Infinitive. Okay. But remember, 2 plus verb, not 2 plus noun. So check. So this is so simple. How about the infinitive phrase? So is infinitive and then some phrase. That's it. Infinitive to make and the phrase. Ah, so the phrase is a group of words, yes? That's it. So what is the beginning? As any phrase, the beginning is infinitive, so we call it infinitive phrase. That's why, my dear friend. That is point. So expected everywhere. It could be at the beginning, be at the end, as you like. But remember Joe, the infinitive can work as subject. To make is the subject of was hard. Now ask yourself, what was hard? To make. To make only. That's it. So what was hard to make? To make what? Complete. To make tunnels quickly. So that is why. Here infinitive and then phrase. So all of it infinitive phrase. Infinitive, then phrase, infinitive phrase. That's why. Okay. Now we need together to study these examples to see what's wrong or a difference in meaning. To fix an air conditioner is what is my next project? To fix. To fix what? An air conditioner. So air conditioner is not my next project to fix only. That is a subject for this verb. Again, in New York, we went. Where did we go in New York? So correct. We went to see Gramercy Park. So this is see the verb. So is that's why. So where did we went to see in New York? Every phrase in the correct place. So it is correct. That's why, my dear. I understand. As you see here, look, enjoy verb after so direct object. So we call it adjourned. Here verb we have infinitive, so we call it infinitive. So infinitive because two plus infinitive. Here ing after verb, so adjourned. That's simple difference. Okay. And here we have a lot of examples. That's it. All right. And here we have a lot of examples. Now let's check. Requires verb. What requires a coordination? To plus infinitive only. To dance. But how to dance gracefully? So gracefully adverb. To dance requires what? Coordination. So coordination object. So everything in this sentence correct. Now it's your turn, Captain John. What does Sandy need?
Study.
To study only. That's it. Again, he lives. To do what?
Swim and water sky.
That is. So the infinitive phrase in the correct place and meaning. Everything is right. Do you feel it?
Yes.
That is, my dear friend. Now let's go for the next. Is your heart? That is could be a breath. Now let's go to the next. Here a lot of exercises. Read it at home and don't be in a hurry. Always take your time and read. Great job. Here a lot of exercises. Remember that. Okay. So you can read it. It's a good paragraph. Now the last phrase. I promise you, this is the last phrase. And we call it in English a positive. What is a positive? It's from the name, positives. So it means additional information. And why we add additional information? To make something clear. Like that, sculpture, noun. We add another noun to tell you who is, or what is a job, or any information. So like that, Eric, a talented musician. Who is he? Musician. And how about him? Talented. So that is called a positive. So is okay, but if I delete the appositive phrase, does the meaning of the sentence change? Yes. Why? Because Eric, subject, Plans verb. Okay, it's correct, but I don't know what's the job of Eric exactly. Musician. And here, who is sculptor exactly? We have many sculptors in the world. So you must use apostrophe. Okay, this is called apostrophe. But what is apostrophe phrase? It's so easy. Lucy, friend. This is apostrophe. Look. And all of it between two commas, apostrophe phrase. Ah, look, comma, look. If we have two commas, it tells you the beginning and the end of the phrase. So, Joe, very important to know what is the end and what is the beginning of the phrase. What can help me? The commas. Look. So the comma, it tells me this is information, describe something before. So what means entomology? Scientific study of insects. So describe entomology, not degree. But we need comma. Why? To tell the reader, to understand. That is a positive phrase. يبقى that called a positive phrase. Where can I expect it in the sentence? You can expect at the beginning, comma, start your sentence. It can be in the middle, like that, for example, between two commas. It can be at the end, like that, sentence, comma, then phrase. And remember, these are the places of any phrase. Any phrase. It could be the beginning, the middle, the end. At the beginning, it modifies subject or verb. In the middle, it modifies something before. At the end, it modifies something before. So very easy. Look, the terror of our block. Oh, little. Yes. So little Anthony is a terror. It's a positive at the beginning, and we have comma. So the comma, it tells you this is the beginning of the sentence. That is the end of the phrase. So Joe, the comma is very important. If you delete it, the meaning will change completely. So be careful. That's one different. So the last point, and then we'll finish. Sometimes when you read Joe, you will find one with comma and one without comma. Is there any difference? Yes. But focus on it. If I use commas, it means I can delete it and it does not affect the meaning of the sentence. So commas means not important, non-essential. I can delete it. But if there are no commas, you cannot delete it because it affects the meaning. It's read, my teacher trades cards. If I delete it, means my teacher is known. I know my teacher. People know my teacher. I have only one teacher. So there is only one teacher. So why should I say the name? Like you, when you say my father, I understand that you have only one father. Should you tell me the name? No, because already we have one father and I know him. But how about that? Why you mentioned the name? Because I have many teachers. So I'm telling you the name to avoid the confusion. So when I say my teacher, Mr. Braid, I'm telling you I have many teachers. But I specify the name. So if I delete it, that affects the meaning. The reader will not understand who exactly trains cards. Teacher math, English, science, who? So that means when I write, when I read, I must be careful. That's why here, like that, Linda. Linda is known as the editor. So we know him. He's the same. So it's so easy examples. Joe, do you understand?
Yes.
That is brilliant. And here we have exercises for apostles. Always be intelligent like that. We have comma. If this is information, describe something before. Describe organization. Here we have college instructor, a positive, describe this person. Here, a positive information at the beginning, describe the noun. So describe noun or pronoun. Here, exercises with answers. That's fine. Here, additional exercises you can read at home. That is my dear. And the next time we'll study chapter number 3. This is chapter number 3. As a review, like a test here. You can read the question and answer. So after studying this book and revising everything, you can go to the workbook. Chapter number 1, number 3. We study today chapter number 3 only. So to go to the page, exact 39, enter, until you find 39. Jump. Okay. So that is the workbook. If that is student book, that's workbook. So after revising everything here, go to the workbook to answer. Read notes and then answer. That is your homework. So remember, here we have questions with answers. Read quickly. Here go to answer for homework. Next time, we will discuss all the homework here. It is so easy. Read the question, check an example to understand what's going on, and then try to follow the same.
All the questions, right?
Here as much as you can, yes, all the questions. And then go and
Also, in the
yeah,
workbook, also have to answer all of them.
as much as you can. And if
Oh,
you found any hard question, make any sign to revise it together. Right? Yes. Don't worry, that is. And later we can take some techniques of vocab together, but let's keep it later. So that is for you. Send the book, workbook. Okay, Captain John.
okay.
Yes. Remember, when you have any trouble, tell me very quickly. Yes, Joe. Remember, this job is shared between us. I help you to help me. Deal.
Yeah.
Deal, my dear. And I am so much happy to meet you again today. Now go for fun. Bye bye, Captain Joe.
Bye bye. And thank you.